I am young, I am free, and freely I roam. No need for money, and a house is no home. 4 legs carry me, thick skin is my shield. Food is good and plenty, from both tree and field. The horns upon my face may seem out of place, seem strange as it may, there they should stay, for there they belong, and to move them would be wrong. It was going so well, yes, life was swell, till the darkest of days, the greyest of greys. I was out with my crash, when suddenly we dashed. I knew not what we ran from, but I stuck with my mum. For cover we went, but soon my energy was spent. I stumbled and fell, I could go no further. This my mother could tell, so sentinel she stood, protect me she would. The darts rained down, one whizzed past my ear. None of them hit me, but I was shot with fear. My mother bellowed after me, for she feared for my safety, but her fear was misplaced, for I was not the target. A dart met its mark and hit her square on. Angry she charged, but the gunman had won. Her steps grew slow, heavily she collapsed. A rope the gunman did throw, and for me time lapsed. I cried, "Mother, get up," but she could not. I watched as her eyes shut, crying, "Mother, no," but the gunman would not let go. Cry as I might, I could put up no fight. I watched with fright the horrors of that night. Blades cut and steel hacked. They snatched her horn, leaving her flesh torn, for it seemed a conscience they lacked. They ripped and they tore, brutality they bore. Cruelty was their manner, they waved it like a banner. They took and they took, till they could take no more, for greed had sunk in its claw. At her horn they did look, and her horn they took. Seeing only a fortune to make, they thought it was theirs to take. They harbored the will to kill, risking extinction, so they could have their fill and feed their addiction. When they were done, we waited for someone to come, and soon others came, but their motives were not the same. They stitched her up and tended her wounds. Her wounds tended, she healed and thrived. She lived that day, but for others the same, sadly, I cannot say. By God's grace she survived. By man's greed she almost died. Sometimes I fear for my life. I remember that day. I dread that it will come again as I watch my horn grow. For now I know, though I am young, I am not free. Here I am, trapped by man's greed.